Welcome back to round one. We just got it loaded. Should start any second now. And we'll give the hello and good lucks. Here we are. We're playing against HS Ben. Hello and good luck, HS Ben. Definitely want to play first with aggressive Boros. Let's see what we do. A 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 5-drop. Yeah, it's a thing. Let's see what happens. I'm going to lead off with the Guild Gate, and then try to draw more creatures. Hee 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 hee. I'm really curious to see if this is a strong enough deck in terms of just if it can be as explosive as I've heard Boros can be. I've never played Boros before, and I know you can kind of get throttled with the aggression of it. I don't know if mine's the ideal. I'm only playing the 16 creatures. I would rather have 17 or 18 that are good ones. That's just, part of Sealed. That's why the Boros version in Sealed isn't as awesome as what you can make it in Draft. So let's wait for our opponent to actually join the game. Okay, cool. We're back. He's there, and we're playing. There we are. Yeah, Guildgate. So I'm curious to see how good this guy is. He is only a common. When he gets flying, that's pretty sweet, but will I be able to get any damage in on the first chance he has to attack? I do have the Martial Glory backup thing going on, but I don't know. This is exciting. Get to see what goes down. Daring Skyjack. So you've got your Human Knight here, little Cappy the Roo thing. Looks like he's got a sweet mount, but only if 2 other people exist. HS Ben, what's going on? Cool. Ah, I see. Indeed. Oh, love drawing that card. Cool. So let's get our thing going on early. F6. Would love it if you just have a 2-drop so we can get a 3 points of damage in right away. And then after that, we'll go 3, 4, 5, right? Perfect curve. Woo. Too good. I can't help but wonder while I'm just waiting here about the Simic build. If I end up doing horribly, I might just start playing with the Simic build just to kind of, have some fun. Really liked that 3-drop slot. And the Biomass Mutation, is that the one? The big one? I can't recall. Alright, we're just going to try to cut down on this video edge. And we're back. He plays a Plains, a Solid Orzhov. Doesn't have a follow-up. I love that. I'm going to get this guy down. I can't think of any instant besides a removal spell that's there. So we will get our 3-drop in, or our 3 points of damage in, and then we will curve out into our Armored Transport, which is exactly the deck we want this in. Just anything that can enable a little more going on here. Alright, so he's got his guy. That's fine. Holds us back a little bit. Oh, hold on. Let's get back to the match. It is my turn. That's one of the things I'm getting used to without having sound playing. I don't want to F6 through my turn. That would be awkward. So we have our Bomber Core here. That's pretty cool. I could go ahead and attack and trade. Obviously that's horrible. I'm just going to see, if he lets this go through, because we might as well do this. And then play our Assault Griffin. And then we'll really be in business if he doesn't have anything that can do anything awesome. Do I care about Basilica Guards? At the time, no. If I could do Martial Glory and Bomber Core, like if I had another mountain, I'd be down because I'd still be progressing my board. But since I can't do both of that, don't. But I am definitely interested in getting rid of the Basilica Guards, so we'll be holding back a lot of different things that I do. Alright, removal spell? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No. Nothing. You good? If we can swing in for 6 next turn, that's going to be pretty sweet. Especially with Martial Glory backup. Yeah. Yeah. Where's he at? At this point, I'd be happy just drawing a mountain or two. That's pretty cool. Can't Blood Rush him, unfortunately, but it's still just good having big old power guys out there. So we'll do that. Like that he gets flying. Take 6. Yep. What's he got? Just the arrows is just 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Well, it just so happens that we have Martial Glory to save us. Target creature to get +3/+0. Cool. I'm down with that. Keep my guy alive, get an extra 6 or 3 points of damage in. That'll do it. He pays his extort. Cool with that. My guy's alive. You take some damage. Fortunately, it doesn't mean I can't play anything else out, but well use of the Martial Glory. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Oh. Strike target creature with power X or less. Yeah. And don't have 2 tricks, but hey, at least he got rid of a large number of his removal spells. That's cool. I mean, at least I get one of my guys out. It's a bummer that I still can't. Didn't I end up playing 10 mountains, right? I was so worried about that. So we'll do that. He's caught on. But I'm still down to do this. He can misclick. Go for it. Free attacks. Woohoo! So he has 5 cards in hand. What does he got happening there? That is the question. Alright, so he now has Death's Approach, starting to slowly pull things out of the removal tin. I mean, that's pretty cool. He's playing 3 removal spells, he's getting stuff down. Still prefer my board presence, but, you know. Corpse Blockade. That is going to hold back some situations. So I can attack him with both. Blocks 1, eats the other. But if I do that, it still ends up being a 2-for-1. And I'm only going to be playing one of these anyway, and I'm actually down for that. It is a bummer. This is a finisher, but I think I need to make sure I clear the way for the other stuff. And if he does want to block my Towering Thunderfist, he has to get rid of both of his blockers. So let's do that. Begin combat. I'm going to make him... I'm going to do this because it does show I don't have another 6-drop, which means he does want to get rid of this. And, you know, I do happen to not need the mana. So we're going to go there. It is almost a kind of like hope that he does do a block, sacrifice, all that kind of thing. I see. So he's holding on to that. What do I care more about? I think I want the Bomber Core out, because I can even be pinging him with this stuff. So there's that. And this guy, if I get another mountain in, could be a pretty good trick to, you know, just finish him off with any guy that happens to get through. So, any bombs to take over? Stabilize a wee bit? Gosh, really? So infinite removal from this guy, which is good, obviously. God, where's my 9 other red sources? Bummer. I attack for both. He can double block, but then he takes 2 2 damage. Do I care? No, I think it really is just about getting the next Bomber Core out, and then it'll at least do 2 damage to him next turn. And then we have 6. We don't attack. And then, yeah, see what happens next. Another removal spell? No. Nav Squad Commandos plus extort. Okay, okay. I see the defense he has. Alright, so if I do 1, 2, that's 3, 4, 5 in. He'll have to block all of them. Right? I mean, I'm definitely playing it. So, if I do that, he takes 4. He's down to 2. He can eat one of these guys. Yeah, that just has to be the play. There's really no point to debate it. He can do some other kind of killing thing, but this will definitely do a lot of damage and put him on the backswing. It sucks that he eats one of the guys, but I think it's worth it. I'm putting a little bit of eggs in this, but again, I still have this Scorchwalker going on. And now he's finally used up all his stuff. He does only have 1 card in hand. Should be able to get there. Alright. Let's do that. Select the target. Till we all face. And I'll F6 because he's F6'd. Well, he's tapped out. He can block however he wants. Yep, eat. Prevent. Go to 2. Cool beans. Again. I'm glad we were able to get there, even though we haven't drawn any of our red besides our Boris Guildgate. There we go. Won the game. Let's see. Red. Red. What? There we go. Finally. A mountain. Alright. So infinite removal. Good to know. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Do have 10 red sources. So this is going to be really bad against his infinite removal deck. Oh, gosh. It can't be blocked except by creatures with flying. I actually think it can't be blocked... Oh, no. Can't be blocked by creatures with flying. Well, that's not going to do a whole lot. But maybe it is just caring about that extra point of damage, because, I mean, Basilica Guard's really going to do it. Maybe it will. Maybe just being able, like, if he does stall it out, it does allow me to, like, extort in the end. I mean, just, like, a point here, a point there, just to get those last few guys going. Oh, I just have no sideboard. Let's double check. Yeah, I don't want that. You're gonna be bad. I got nothing else. I got nothing else. Basilica Guards over Skybender Staff. Just that extra 1 point of damage. With flying. Let's try the guards. I think, I mean, hey, it's something to have. It's better than just wasting my life with this. Because actually, I think this is going to be better. I really do think it's going to be better to have the Gift of Orzhova on. Should he tap out from one of his other removal spells, put this guy on, do a big life swing toil, yep, it's going to happen. It's just going to know that, like, it's more like a one-time trick versus anything else. Alright, there we go. Let's do it. Game number 2, please. Look at that beautiful screen. I really wanted... Okay, so we have a mulligan here. We are on the draw, so that should help, but we have no creatures, so yes. Let's see, now we are at somewhere, a couple of 3-drops, pretty good ones in fact, and we can do our 5-alarm fire if nothing else happens. Yeah, we'll keep it. We prefer a 2-drop, and we have 20 bazillion of them, so maybe we'll draw it in our first 2 draws. That would be cool. Not that it matters a whole lot, because I'm sure he'll just be removing it. He skips his draw step. By the way, how much is Aurelia's Fury worth? Oh no! I can't spell, so I needed that info. Is it my turn? Yeah, it is my turn. Cool. Let's get this guy down. And then pray for 2-drops. Pray for 2-drops! Not 1-drops. I'm okay with that. Definitely would prefer different kind of thing going on, but this is just fine. In the race like this, we win, I think. Okay, so he's got his key rune going on. Ramps him up a bit. I'm a little worried about that. Oh, I should have F6'd, even though, again, I don't think there's anything I can really do. It just gives him perfect knowledge about what I'm doing with my untapped mana. So the question is, do I want to do Ember-based and then Skylight Legionnaire? Definitely worried about the Legionnaire being a prime target for removal. It does get 2 points in right away. Ooh, and then this is pretty cool. A little late to the party, but still very cool. But I'm considering doing this and then just throwing in that guy. By the way, this guy has what, lifelink? I can do 2 and 4 in 2 turns or 5 in 2 turns. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and drop the Ember Beast. Because assuming no interaction on my opponent's part, then when I do fly in with haste, it gets a lot happening. If this was a smaller creature, I would do the haste guy just to get some extra in. But I do like him as a sort of a fun trick against any, just to get maybe Battalion going or something else happening. Can't block. I'll take my Uno. Yep. And okay, so you now have 5 mana up for something. I now have 4 mana up for something. And yeah, it really is just time to do the Legionnaire. Killing something? Interesting. Yes. You get a point of lifelink. That's okay with me. I was much more worried about a, whatchamacallit, removal spell at that point. Ah, okay, okay. Good use of mana, that is definitely a bummer, but, I mean, assumed that guy was going to go down at some point. What I'm looking for is try and be able to play both of these on a turn, or maybe this and this on a turn. We shall see. So he's going to do the pinger situation. Okay. Hit me for 2, gain a life back up to 20. I'm not winning the race. And this is where I'm worried about whether or not my deck is powerful enough if I don't get the upper hand quick enough. If I can pull out of these sort of faulty starts or arguable misplays and how I handled these 2 guys. But that's where I need to develop my Boros skills. No blockers. I got nothing to block. So sorry. So sorry. Alright, that is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, it really is about just putting pressure on, and then next turn we can play the 5-alarm fire, see what happens. Response? No, of course not. Here we go. Can't attack with anybody. I like having first strike. That is definitely cool. So again, because of all of his amazing amounts of removal, I either need to hold on to this until he can't do anything, like he's out of cards, or and then he has to draw into removal to take care of one of my guys. Or if I feel like it's just a really big way to have to swing the game, if he taps out and then I play something to maybe, you know, give this guy flying and lifelink, which unfortunately is probably not going to happen. This is just really bad in the strategy I'm trying to do. It's only there because I couldn't find any other card to mess with. We didn't see any bomb from him last turn, or last game. Just, gosh, that's another piece of removal that we didn't see. So he's playing at least 5 pieces, maybe 6, which is awesome. Hopefully, especially with this, it means he has a pretty poor quality of creatures and no major bombs. Maybe he went this route as a consistent route. Not too sure. But, you know, if he gets one of those... guys, oh, so you realize the value of this. I'm totally down for Death's Approach to take out an armored transport. That is a-okay by me. And now he gets this, gets to hold a few things back. Still has 3 points up, which includes... So, just progress the board, get my big guy in, start swinging. Does he want to trade this for one of my guys? I'm sure he does, especially because this will get to stay alive. But if I go ahead and play... Mainly, do I want to trade this for one of these guys? I mean, it has to happen at some point. How would I rather it happen? I think I'd rather it happen a little bit later. Because I do feel like I still have like a good board presence. If I go ahead and put the gifts later next turn on something, then I'm feeling pretty happy, especially this guy flying lifelink for strike. It might be better to put on the Ember Beast because Ember Beast is the last target for removal. Based on me needing other creatures to turn it on. Yeah. The thing is, I don't want to put it on my Towering Thunderfist because he probably already wants to get rid of that as it is, because it's the biggest guy I have. I just don't want this guy to be trained for this guy, which kind of seems to be what could happen next. Gosh! This guy is endless removal. Seriously. Alright, well, that's the way it is. So this is good in that yeah, I think it's just time to go for it and empty my hand. I'm going to go ahead and play 5 Alarm Fire, so that when I deal damage it happens, and then I am going to go ahead and put the gifts onto one of my dudes. If I put it here, he gets first strike, doesn't matter, still gone. If I put it... I mean, I could definitely... he's out of cards in hand, that's the good news. So I think it's time... If he wants to trade that for this guy, cool. Yeah, I think it's time... If he draws into another removal spell, he draws into another removal spell. Can't help that, if that's the case. But we're going to start getting some beats on. And start building up the 5 Alarm Fire. I mean, 6. So he's just happy, just taking it, gaining life. I'm cool with that. This is at 5, right? Yeah, I removed 5 blaze counters. Alright, cool. Well, he needs to find his removals. I will be having other creatures at some point. He plays his land. Okay. I lose 1 life. That is an awesome draw. We're going to do the same attack. If he wants to gain 1 life a turn, that's cool with me. If he wants to get rid of this with this, fine. The idea is protect my flyer here as best I can in his 20%. He does have plenty of removal he can be drawing into. So we're just going to take advantage of him being out of gas right now. Okay, so he's going to do the trade now? It would make sense. 1, 2... What is he? It's after... Oh, he's going to sacrifice his key rune instead of his thrall. Now that is interesting. That's fine. If he wants to just trade it up. Still happy to be putting some blaze counters on my stuff. That's good. And then we get our Assault Griffin. Cool. Alright. Let's see what happens. Nice thing is we do have 2 flyers going on. So he draws 1 removal. You know, like it's that. I am going to play this mountain out in a second once I attack. And that's just for Aurelia's Fury should we get there. Which would be nice. Just so I can say I did it. So... Okay, so he does take out one of them. Definitely something we were worried about. Can't help it. But again, that's what I'm saying. We still have a flyer. This guy's going to be slowly ticking up. We're at a healthy life total against him. Slightly ahead of the board. It's kind of a matter of who gets there first. You cannot block. So I gotta put a blaze counter on my guy. I gotta do 5 points of damage at some point to someone. And then we're good. So he knows we have nothing we can do. I'm not gonna F6 now because I can do this as needed. Okay, that's not gonna help you. We're still ahead on the race, especially because of this thing. Sure, that's a good attack. If you're not going to be blocking with the guy, might as well get your points in. Taking 2 a turn at this point. I'll be taking more each turn, but if that becomes an issue, again, 5 alarm fire, we'll get there. My real worry right now, let's say he draws another removal spell, I still need, you know, 1 more turn to get things going. I just realized, by the way, I didn't want to play my landless turn, because of course if I drew Aurelia's Fury, I can play it on that turn, so that was definitely bad. Don't mind the 4 initially. Could be bad with this. Kind of, you know, if he gets rid of the Assault Griffin, then took 3 extra points of damage for no reason, because I will be wanting to get rid of the pressure here. But I just gotta kind of maybe hope and pray he didn't draw one of his bazillion removals. Okay, that should seal the deal if this attack doesn't. So definitely put him on the back burner. Does it go through? Do you have anything? Another Arrows of Justice? Oh my gosh! What does he have? Can he destroy a target creature with power X or less? Okay, that's definitely a thing. Just need a little bit more. What are you waiting on? We're gonna play the Predator down. That should hopefully get us our last thing. If we need to, we can use this to remove it. And I'm glad he used it on the Assault Griffin. Even though I would rather have the flyer, at least I have this guy hanging out. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And I'll let F6 at this point. If he wants to attack in, that would be sweet. Okay. So, if we block by 2 or more, he can definitely block with 2, sacrifice, and kill the guy. So what I want to do, he can infinitely block here. I think I care more about the 5 damage, and I think we just kind of wait it out. Definitely a bummer. I mean, do I just want to get rid of this guy? No, I want to wait till I have more going on. I mean, it will get me up to 7. If I remove 5 and get rid of the corpse blockade, he's just... he has to... Actually, no, that is good. I want to get rid of the corpse blockade. He has to block with both. I kill one of it. I can only do 4. We'll do that. I just don't want to wait for more of his removal to be picked up. Even though, in the real world, I would imagine I'm drawing more creatures to his removal, but we'll see. Okay. We attack. Forces him. He has to block with both. I mean, he doesn't have to. He could totally just do 1. Or take it and go down to 1, I mean. Not do 1, but go down to 1. I wonder what's in his hand. Is he holding on to a land? Yeah, we'll do that guy first. In case you do have something. Are you kidding? Oh, of course. Duh. Duh. 1 and 5, sure. That's pretty sweet. I didn't think about that interaction. Awesome. Start getting that power up. What you got? When Willow gets +1 for each creature card in your opponent's graveyard. Ooh, that's a big guy. 6/6. So that can become an issue. Definitely can become an issue. Whenever at least 2 other creatures attack a target, can't block. So that's going to help out a lot. If he swings in for 6, I will take it this turn, even though I still have this guy going down. I am worried about just how much removal he has. But if I can do this, he can't block, my guys get in, and then that's game. So, we'll see. Okay. Not quite game, but definitely what I like to see, so that way I can slowly get Battalion going at some point. Oh, here we are. Let's just, everybody deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and/or players. Tap each creature dealt damage this way. Players can't cast it. So if I do 1, 2, I think we just go to the face. What kind of things could he have? Doesn't have a counter spell. I don't think you can prevent it or gain the life of it. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Select first target or click OK for 0 targets. First target. Select second or click OK. Okay. Deals X damage. Divide it as you choose. 2. Oops. What happened? Okay. Select first target. Click OK. Choose how much damage to deal to each target. The total damage assigned while targeting determines what you pay for X. Ah, I see. We're going to do 1. Hold on. Ah, I see. Ah. We're going to do 1 damage to you. 1 to you. Then 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Now the reason I did that was just if there was some sort of life gain spell, something with extort, and then it gets spelled out. I mean, I could have gone in the face, but I would rather just get these guys out of the way, do it this way, and play it safe. Because with his extort guy, if he has an instant, he extorts it, I only have enough exactly for 7. At which point, like, I'm really, okay, cool, and we got there thanks to a mythic bomb, which is the whole point. Yay! And now we wait for round 2.